చేసాగండి రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది.
Good morning to all. And this morning I am going to discuss the topic on abstraction. So, what is abstraction? Then, how many ways to implement the abstraction in Java? So, we'll see this one. And what is the definition of your abstraction? And so here, abstraction, ABSTRACTION, abstraction in Java. So abstractions in Java. So here, so we know that when it comes to abstraction, it is one of the important feature of. It is one of the important feature of. It is one of the important feature of. It is one of the important feature of sound వస్తుందా Vanji. It is one of the important feature of OOPS concept, nothing but object oriented programming. So what is abstraction? We know that it is nothing but it is a process. It is a process. The process of hiding the implementation details. Hiding the implementation details and showing only functionality to the user. Is nothing but what your abstraction. So we can say in another way. So this abstraction, what it will do? It shows only the essential. It shows only the essential things to the user. And hides internal details. And hides the internal details. There's nothing but what abstraction. So it mainly focus on what? It focus on what the object does. What object does instead of how he does it. This indicates that it mainly focuses on what object will do instead of how it doesn't focus on how it is going to do. It focuses on what it will do. That's all. That's what your abstraction. So how many ways to obtain abstraction? There are two ways. To obtain. There are two ways to achieve abstraction in Java. What are they? First one with the help of abstract class. Second one with the help of what? Interface. With the help of what? Your interface. Okay. So now In this class, we'll discuss what is abstract class and what is abstract method. So in this class, we'll discuss. So in this class, we will discuss. We'll discuss abstract class, ABS, TRAST, abstract class, abstract class, abstract method, and what are the points to remember? Points to remember. Points to remember regarding the abstract class. Points to remember the abstract class, right? We'll discuss these things, and finally we are going to discuss the program. Okay. So now, what is abstract class? ABS, TRAST, abstract class. What is abstract class? A class which is declared. A class which is declared using abstract keyword. Abstract keyword is called abstract class. Abstract class. So abstract class contains what? It contains abstract and non-abstract methods. It contains abstract and non-abstract. It contains abstract and non-abstract methods. Right? So here it contains what? Abstract and non-abstract method. So abstract class, I think what it contains or it can have constructor, it can have constructors, and static methods. Which have this one? Abstract class contains what? Your abstract and non-abstract methods. It can have constructor and what? Your static methods. And one more thing here, the point to remember here in this case. So it cannot be instantiated, which was nothing but abstract class. So abstract class is nothing but a class which is declared using abstract keyword is called abstract class. It contains abstract and non-abstract method. It can have constructors and static method. So abstract class cannot be instantiated, but so we cannot create object of this class. We cannot create the object of the abstract class. So that's what you are this one. So here, then what is the abstract method? Before that, I'll get to the syntax of this one. What is syntax? SYNTAX. Syntax of abstract class. Syntax of abstract class. Abstract keyword. We have abstract keyword followed by class, followed by class name. and we have some statements, and then close the class. So this is the syntax of your which class? Abstract class. Abstract keyword class followed by the class name. So we have opening braces, we have the some statements, what you want to define the abstract class, and then close this one. So we know that this abstract class contains abstract method. Abstract method. Abstract method. What is abstract method? A method which is declared using the abstract keyword is called abstract ABS G or is abstract method. Okay, this abstract method, this method does not contain, this method does not contain method implementation. Method implementation. Which one? So this method does not contain method implementation, but what? Which method? Abstract method, or a method without body is called abstract method. Abstract. So then what is the syntax of your abstract method? What is the syntax of your abstract method? Syntax of abstract method. Syntax of abstract method. Syntax of abstract method. So the having what? Abstract keyword followed by return type, or we have what your type, we have what method name. Method. This is called what? Which method? Abstract. So I have what? Abstract keyword, type nothing but it will return. That may return your integer type, or integer, float, or double, or even void. So we're having what? Method. This is the syntax of each method. Abstract method. Right? So that's us. Already we told this in this case abstract class, abstract method, points to remember regarding the abstract class. Right? So those points already discussed in the earlier topic, where in case of abstract class, we know that it contains abstract method. Which one? Abstract class contains abstract method and non-abstract methods. Okay, here we can get one doubt. What is meaning of non-abstract method? So when come to non-abstract method, nothing but what? Here, non-abstract method. Non-abstract method, nothing but a method with method having implementation part. Implementation. A method having implementation. Like normal methods. like what your normal method, right? So non-abstract method is nothing but a method having implementation like normal methods, or a method with body is called non-abstract methods. That's what your abstract method. And so next we'll go to the small program. So this abstract method contains what here? So here this abstract method, what it contains. So here, when come to here, we have one node. In this case, who has to, what are the abstract class contain abstract method? Who has to implement it? Okay, now that method can be implemented in a class with the help of extends keyword. Okay. So here we can so here what are the method in the abstract? What are the abstract method in the abstract class? That's need to be extended and its method implementation can be done. So now we can see the small program. We can see the small program. So here program to demonstrate abstract class. Abstract class. So I have what abstract keyword followed by class. Class name is what? Bike. Right? So now I have one constructor BIK, bike. Bike. You can have this one bike system SYSTM system dot out dot println bike is running. Bike is running. This is called as what? A constructor. Which one? Here bike is a constructor because its name is same as the class name. Here I am going to have one method ABS or S abstract method. Abstract void run. So here we have abstract method having no body. Yes, having normal method void change void change SYSTM system dot out dot println welcome to normal method. Welcome to normal, right? Here the class was completed. Which class? Abstract class, right? Now I have to write the method body for which method? Abstract method, that is run, where you can specify in a subclass. Class BI class HONDA Honda extends bike extends then void run I what which method name is there? ABSTRAC, abstract method in subclass. Right? So I implemented the method, abstract method, which is declared in the abstract class. So nothing but it needs to be extended and its method implementation can be done. Okay. So now I will close this class connection. Then I'll go to the main class DAD 27. We have public. STAT is static. Void main. STRN string ARGs. String AR. Then create what your so abstract class can now be instantiated. What you have to do now? So here I can do for the upcasting. B1 is equal to new Honda. New Honda. Now I can invoke all the things. Now I can invoke all the things. By using which method? B1. B1 dot run. Next B1 dot. We have which method is there? Change. B1 dot change. See here. Close this. Then save this code as DAD 27 dot Java. Open command prompt CMD. Okay, open command CMD CD/CD dad JAVS Java C dad 27 dot Java. So now program is compiled and we can run the code Java DAD 27. So here now bike is running. Abstract is a subclass. Welcome to normal methods. Right? So that's it about which one. Bike is running. It is inside the constructor. In the change method, we have which one? Welcome to normal method. In come to abstract method has been implemented in subclass as a abstract method in subclass. So now what did it create? So we know that abstract class can never be instantiated. In such case, we can do upcasting. So B1 is a what? Bike B1 nothing but here B1 is a reference variable of what? Bike. If you here the subclass object has been assigned to this, we have subclass been assigned to the reference variable B1. Now B1 become what? Object. Now B1 dot run, B1 dot change. So we know that we got the output as what? Bike is running. Abstract in the subclass. Welcome to normal. This is about what your abstract class in Java. Right? If you have any doubt, you can put in the comment section. Okay. And that's what your abstract method. And next go to the final keyword. We'll go to the final keyword. Final keyword. What is the final keyword? So here, what is the final keyword? And where it can be used? Final keyword. Final keyword can be used. Along with can be used along with variable, along with what variable, comma, method, and class. Which keyword? Final keyword. So what is happening now? A variable which is declared using the final keyword is called final variable. We call final variable. This final variable, what it will do? It stops VALUE, value change. It stops value change. Which one? Final variable. Nothing but if we declare a final keyword if a variable is declared with final keyword, then it becomes constant. Become what? Constant. We know that the constant value cannot be changes, right? So that's why it stops value change. Which one? Final variable. Now, what is a final class? What is the final method? Final method. Final method. A variable, a method which is declared using final keyword is called as final method. A method which is declared using final keyword is called as what? Final method. So when putting a final method, when come to final method, it stops method overriding. It stops method overriding. Which stops method overriding? RI overriding. So nothing but what? A final method, it stops what? Method overriding, or prevents method overriding. Which one? Final method, right? So next we'll go to the which one? Final class. FINL, final class. Which one? Final class. A class which is declared using the final keyword becomes final class. Become what class? Final class. So what this final class will do, it stops inheritance. It stops what your inheritance, or it prevent what inheritance. It stops inheritance or it prevent what your inheritance. That's what your which one final class. So the final keyword. So the final keyword can be used along with what variable, method, and class. A variable which is declared using final keyword is called final variable. If we declare if a variable is declared with final keyword, then it becomes constant. Nothing but it stops changing the value. So a method which is declared using final keyword is called as final method. It stops method overriding or it prevents what? The method overriding. A class which is declared using the final keyword becomes what? Final class. It stops inheritance or prevent inheritance. Okay, that's the three things can be done. I think what when come to final keyword, it will restrict the it will restrict the three things. One is changing of value, and uh, it's restricts the method overriding, restrict the what were inheritance, not to be happen, right? So now that's what you are this one. Then we'll see the some of the small code regarding your final class, and we have which method? Final method. Okay, and before that here, so we have one small PPT that I'll show you this. What will happen? Right. So otherwise we can write these things here. Here, with the help of Java final keyword, it stops value change. It stops the overriding. It stops what your inheritance, right? And we can go to the small program regarding your final method. Final, right? So I'm going to this have the same program to demonstrate which method? Final method. Final program to demonstrate final, right? Class BIP, class bike, FINL, final, VOID, void, or even the system SOS, DM system dot out dot println welcome. So the superclass, bike is a superclass or parent class. Run is a method. I declare this as a keyword, final keyword. This becomes what now? Final method. Now I'm using what class? HYNDA Honda extends Honda extends bike. VOID void. HELU. right? You can go to the class, create that 28 public, string static, void domain environment, string array string are these. Then you can go for what you are HYN the Honda. Create object for subclass is what your Honda H is equal to new Honda. New, right? H dot see here in this program here bike is a what parent class. We have run method is of final become final method. So now I'm having got class Honda is a subclass extending which class bike. So bike is a what your parent class, Honda is a subclass. He also having which method run method. Then I'm creating object for which class subclass. H is the object of the subclass is what Honda. By the new operator, I'm going to activate this, invoke the method with the help of object h1 dot. Now I'm going to say this code. The add the then you can run this code. Java C dat Java. System dot out dot system. That's some problem. System dot out dot return. That's why. So system is wrong here. So now I compile the code, Java code. See here, overridden method is final. Honda cannot override run in bike because this one is because it is a final. Okay, this is the output we are going to get. And if you want to make this as a then final class, you remove this one. I can go for what now? Final class. The same code. So now bike is a what now? Final class. So I have which method now? Run method. Also having which method now? We can go for another method. Change. Now we can go for what? H dot change. See here, welcome to this is the simple example of your which class now? Final class. Final class. So bike is a which class? Parent class. I declare this as a what? As a which keyword? Final keyword. Then become what now? Final class. We have which method? Run method. And the Honda is a what? Subclass. We have which method? Change method. Then I'm going to create object of which class? Subclass is what? Honda h1. With this, I'm going to invoke the run and change method. So save this code. And we can run this code. See here, cannot inheritance from final bike, right? Class Honda extends bike. Nothing but here the bike is which become bike. Bike is a class declared by which keyword? Final keyword. So it stops what your inheritance. That's about what your which class your abstract class, right? Which class is a final keyword. So that's about this one regarding your final keyword. Okay, and once again in this class we discuss regarding what is the abstract, what is the abstraction, definition of abstraction, and why to use abstraction, what is abstract class, what is abstract method, what are the important what the abstract class contains, And what are the important parts to remember regarding abstract class? So here, abstract class can never be instantiated nothing but we should not create any object for the abstract class. That's very, very important. Abstract class contains what your abstract methods and non-abstract methods. Abstract method is nothing but a method with no body become what? Abstract method. So what is non-abstract method? A method with a body is called as what? Non-abstract method. Okay. These non-abstract methods are nothing but concrete methods. Okay, now, or is also just like normal methods. So what are the abstract method in a abstract class where we can implement? We can implement in a subclass. We can implement in a subclass. So and here with that way we can have this abstract class. Then we have this keyword, final keyword. The final keyword can be used along with this word with your variable method and what class. If we declare any variable as final variable, that become what you are. If we declare any variable as what final, become what final variable. It stops what changing the value. Then come to a final method, it stops a method overriding. Final class, it stops what your inheritance. So we have seen some of the programs also, right? That's about what your today's class. Thank you very much.